Well, this year is a really great year, I think. We've got a great senior class coming back, who've really implemented a lot of leadership into the program over the last few years. Our two captains that are returning, Chelsea Pelletier and Emily Balaga, I think have just done a fantastic job of leading by example, leading in the classroom, and they're really driven this year. And I think those two, along with the rest of their class, I think they really want to push hard this year and push to make something happen. And I'm really excited for the leadership that we have coming back with them. We have a very large junior class. Key players out of that junior class: Natalie La Riviere, Ellie Arthur, Katie Manns. Those three have done a great job of solidifying our midfields. They've really matured over and throughout the spring, and I'm really looking forward to seeing those three players kind of come into their own and finally get to a level of maturity that you tend to see as they come into their junior year. The newcomers have kind of an array of talent. Daisy Allen from England, Martina Despacel, who's going to join us as a fifth-year senior. So we have some players from Texas who we really feel will come in and just really become good, solid role players for us. Jackie Rush, Kelsey Robertson, and then from Alabama, we have Courtney Hurt, who has been a significant impact for her high school team, and had a great senior year in her career. So we see a lot of, those are just some names of many, of some fresh faces that I think we're going to see come in and really just diversify the team and give us a spark, give us some fresh face, bring a lot of energy to the attack. Defensively, we're going to see some younger faces. Obviously, we've lost a couple of key players from last year's senior class, losing Alicia Madison, Debbie Madich. And so there's some rebuilding defensively, but at the same time, there's a lot to be embraced from the players we have coming back. And, we're really excited. There's a lot of energy in this group. And, over the course of the summer, the feedback that I've received from them is that there's a good cohesion, which I think is key to the success this year. There's really the work ethic that they have put in towards their fitness. Obviously, will allow us to focus more on the soccer part within our preseason. And we're just trying to find positive in everything that we do coming into the year. And we coming off of a unfortunate season last year in the OVC, one that we thought we would definitely fare better at. But this year there's a different focus, a different energy level, just with a lot of new faces and a lot of returners. We have a large squad, which I think the key from that has been to really bring out a competitive cauldron within the team. They're going to have to compete with each other, and I think that competitive cauldron will make them better.
Talk about the season, the schedule. Got some early road games, and then toward the end of the year, there's a lot of home games. So you got some people to come out there and watch.
Sure.
It's cooler.
Well, one of our challenges has always been trying to get good results on the road, and so we have put good opponents on the road to see if we can generate some of that success and kind of maybe get rid of this stickling issue that we've had as far as losing on the road, and try to conquer that competitive piece. But our season this year was very similar to last year. We want it to be competitive. We want to play against good quality competition, and we feel that for the non-conference segment of our season, the important part with that was to get our newcomers into that environment early. We feel that playing competitive teams who've had success, if we can generate success against them, that will really help our belief and help our attitude, going into the OVC and preparing for that.
Any thoughts on the OVC? How you see it? Kind of, it's always a tough league. You just have to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, the OVC every year it just gets better. The competition gets better. Every match has always been a close match between the teams. There's not one team that's a big rivalry. They're all rivalries. There's a lot of teams who are returning some very good players, and a lot of teams in the league that are rebuilding because they've lost a lot of key players. And so I think this year, the OVC's, as it has been most years past, but it's still wide open to anyone as far as who's going to come out on top.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Sure.